guys, how's it going? Chross here, and prepare for another thrilling adventure into Sakura Spirit. Now, as I said, I originally wasn't going to do a full-on series of this, but I just got so engrossed in the story that I just had to find out what happened next with Takamahara, or whatever his name is, and these lovely ladies. So, if you remember last time, I kind of almost died from reasonings. So, I came prepared this time. I have a water bottle, in case, I die from laughing again. I have some Kleenex, in case the story gets sad. And I have some lotion, just in case, the game, I guess, my skin gets dry while recording this. So yes, let's get right into it. Let's start off exactly right where we left off. I'm going to go ahead and turn down a little bit, actually. Okay, so, if you remember last time, this girl got her panties stolen by a fox girl. Sorry, it wasn't cat girl, it's fox girl. And she's not happy with it, so let's continue. Oh yeah, and she just said some line about, as if I can go backwards. I cannot. I go back. There we go. So yeah, okay, so I'm going to start off here and just go for it. Any seasoned martial artist would have felt it. Those girls would be in for a beating if I didn't stop them. We've got you now, thieves. I'm going to personally drag your sorry butts back to town and have you both put in the stocks. Maybe I'll even show you how it feels to run around without any undies on. Yeah, although I must admit, having a breeze down there does feel kind of nice. Gives you feeling fresh and tingly. That was the line where I completely lost it and had to stop playing. Hey gosh, goodness, don't you have any shame? This isn't about you. This is about our undergarments stolen, and these two criminals being brought to justice. Oni-san, it hurts. My head hurts. Shh, it's gonna be okay, little one. Hey, guards! If you're so desperate to have your underwear back, then here, catch! Stop it right... However, before I'm sorry, that was me. Stop it right there. However, before I was able to interrupt the conversation, the silver-haired girl tossed something into the air. Whatever it was flying straight towards my head. The two samurai girls instantly grew flustered. Ugh, I can't see. Who the hell tosses up? Peeling the items off of my face, I raised them into the air, looking like a professor examining an important example while the thieves made their escape. What is this weird foreign object that is on my face? I've never seen one of these before. A pink bra and lacy black panties. Oh boy, I knew this wasn't going to end well. Oh my god. This game is fantastic. Ah, you there! Are you in cahoots with these crafty foxes? And hand those back immediately. Those are evidence of a crime, and not for anyone else to touch. A crime of fashion? Drop the panties right now! I'm innocent until proven guilty, is one of the golden rules of court. Just stop pointing those weapons at me so I can hand over your undies without being turned into a shish kebab. Oh, shish your kebab. What? No, stop! Shut up! Just drop the evidence and walk away! I am... What the hell is going on? Askasco Mio, chief of the village guards, and I am ordering you to drop what you're holding right now. I don't know of any village guards, and I seriously doubt a cop would go around dressed like that and wielding a katana. Because everything in this world is perfectly normal, and you should assume that your earthly rules work in this world. Dumbass. More important here, the ground here is muddy and dirty. Are you sure I should just drop the evidence here? I mean, I could, but oh, Takahiro is crafty. Yeah! Before I could react, the pink-haired girl lunged towards me. The pointy end of her Nagadita aimed for my gut. My reflexes caught on just in time and I was able to palm away the spear as it sailed through the air. I struck upwards on the wooden shaft of the weapon, setting it up. Setting it up into the air and causing the girl to lose her balance. Shut up. Just because I laughed at a wooden shaft doesn't mean I'm not that immature. With this game, it makes sense that it meant exactly what I thought it meant. Narumi, I did not order you to attack. Fine, I'll give him back. Jeez, just my luck to find a bunch of crazy girls with weapons. And foxes! Extending the hand that held the undies. That line... I honestly never thought I would read that line in my life. Extending the hand that held the undies. I tried to hand them over, something that I would soon end up What? Oh my god. Ha! You think I'd fall for something so simple? Fool. You may have fooled me once, but I won't let that happen again. The woman swung her weapon wide, arcing the thick wooden pole into my shut up! Into my side before I could dodge. She then lunged forward and grabbing me tightly, pulling my arms around behind my back, and leaving me with sore ribs and a prone position. I could have fought back, but I figured it would only lead more fighting. With the possibility of ending up stabbed, I decided to remain passive. Yeah, see, I know that the super samurai chick just totally kicked my ass. I let her because, you know, I'm a gentleman. I figure if she's holding a weapon and can kick my ass, I should let her win. The sword-wielding girl stepped forward and grabbed the silky underwear from my hand triumphantly. I'm glad that they used the adjectives, the silky underwear. It really pulls me into the story. Your methods might be crude, but they do get results. Hikage. Tie him up. We'll bring him in for questioning. He probably knows where those pesky thieves are hiding. I've decided to give up on the voices, mainly because I have to shout a lot more when I do the voices. And if you notice, I'm back in my apartment with 3 other dudes who I don't necessarily want to watch me, but it'd be on the internet. I don't want to be screaming in girly voices when they're around, is what I'm trying to say. You just said that. What? Wait, what just happened? It went backwards. Right! I don't know. Something weird just happened. And people wonder why criminals want to resist arrest at all. What? That line makes no sense! I mumbled this weakly as a girl with the Nagachina tied my wrists together with a rope, and I soon found myself dragged by the duo towards the city. Surely once we're out of this... Oh my god. Surely once we're... I just read ahead. Surely once we're out of the forest, you two will stop this act of yours and let me go, right? As much as I'd like to fool around, I have more important things to do. What a pimp! Takahiro is such a pimp. The city! Ha! We're not taking you all the way there. You were spending the night in the village shells, thief. Who are you calling a thief? I'm the victim. First I get undies dots in my face, then I have to deal with physical abuse, and now these accusations? Besides, there's no village around these parts, it's a city, you know, Tushiki Toshi. Yeah, that. Silence! Hikage, if he speaks again before we get to the village, you have my permission to knock him unconscious. That's police brutality. To Sandre Tyrant? I'm sure that's something. Hee hee, that's funny! That was hilarious. That was funnier than any joke I could possibly make. And that's how I ended up on my way to a jail cell, cuffed and dragged by 2 girls, both of whom I started to suspect were crazy. Oh man. I'm guessing that's like end of like chapter 2 or whatever. I've heard that this isn't a very long game. I guess it's technically it's a visual novel. It's not that long one, so it should be fine. When I exited the forest, alarms set off in my mind. The city I had lived my whole life, it was gone. Can't do that, and I have a new item in my inventory, but my face is over it, so you can't see it anyway, so I'm not sure why I'm bringing it up. You've got to be kidding me. If I wasn't in Tushkino Toshi, then where the hell was I? You know, I don't know. Hey, words. Hey, no talking, come on. I don't want to bop you that much, kinda. Maybe a punch or two. I just want to know how the heck you blocked my strike so easily. Your attack had a lot of power behind it, but it was kind of predictable. With the right movement and enough force, that's the result you get. Because I'm a genius. Anyway, I'll play along for a bit. Where in the world are we? This clearly isn't my hometown. I mean, the buildings look like they belong in some sort of classic samurai movie. Huh? What the heck is a movie? This is Haramakaru. Harumuaru. Haramuru. It's been here forever. Hey gosh, I thought I told you to silence him if he spoke again. Actually, you told me that I could, but you didn't tell me I had to. Hee loophole! Must be tough being the subordinate of someone like that. Be quiet or I'll silence you for good. This time it didn't seem like to be a nihil threat. The girl had unsheathed her katana and was now resting the edge of the blade against my throat. I was already starting to regret having played in a hero earlier, because that worked out so well for you. Hopefully there would be someone with more common sense in this village. Wrong button, my bad. Several minutes later. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. I was late. Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. Silence. Oh, we're back. I soon found myself confined within a small room, the stern-looking tuscundry of a girl staring down at me, while the other girl, who was apparently called Narumi, seemed to have softened up a little. It is my darling personality. From what I had gathered during their conversation, they had called the village elder to help oversee my questioning. What purpose did these thieves have? I mean, I guess that's what they're into. Or are you just some pervert who gets of sniffing girls' undies? I gotta castrate you. Okay. I already told you, I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Not to mention, anything fucking burn! Not to mention, anything worn by you would probably smell sour. I couldn't see too well from the cell where they put me, but I was almost certain I could hear Narumi laughing nearby. Oh god. Tushkino Domo, please call down. You brought him to learn the reason behind the presence of the forest, didn't you? I like how his voice morphed throughout this entire sentence. That's correct, Elder-sama. I believe he was working together with the fox spirits to steal panties and other undergarments. Objection! Oh crap, what's that guy? A Phoenix Raid! Objection! Huh. What are you objecting to, young man? The evidence surrounding the defendant's accusation was fabricated. Narami-san, would you please answer this question for the judge? Was the defendant, that is, myself, anywhere near those girls while you two were in pursuit of them? Hold it! Wow, this game has... Yeah, this is totally referencing a Phoenix Raid. Hold it! Just who are you calling a judge here? Lower your voice or I will strike you down. Hey, Mio-san, maybe the whole angry accusation thing isn't working. This guy clearly isn't a bandit. We can just ask him why he was up there in the woods. If you had a valid reason, then sure. If not, then he's clearly a panty thief, and you have to use him as a punching bag out in the yard. Finally, and here I thought I was about to become a turnip-browed case. I sighed deeply, partly amused by my own act, despite the seriousness of the situation. Who'd ever thought a mimicking characters from games and movies would end up getting me out of trouble? You can't... That's a rule. If you're referencing a game or a movie, you don't say you're doing it, you just do it. And everyone who gets it goes like, oh, Easter egg, that was funny, haha. And if you don't get it, whew, it doesn't matter. If you say, oh, I'm about to copy Phoenix right now, objection! Then it doesn't work. As long as I didn't become an ace prisoner. See, Ace Phoenix right. An ace prisoner, things would hopefully turn out for the better. For some reason it keeps on switching background, I'm not sure why that is. A wise idea, Noriyumi-chan. How about you start by giving us your name? Gushikin Takahiro. I'm going to quick save because, whew. So, what were you doing in the forest, and when these two were chasing the thieves? I'm not entirely sure myself. One moment I was praying at a shrine hidden inside the forest. The next thing I knew, some weird girl was talking to me. A girl? I've never seen one of those in years. Yes, a girl with horns and a tail. I know it sounds weird, but I could have sworn I saw her before I must have fainted. After that, I woke up somewhere in the forest. Excuse me, I need my water quick. Because this elder voice is killing my throat. Tuko Dono, Naomi-chan, do you recall the stories behind the shrine near our village? Forgive me, Elder-san, but I do not recall. These voices are all over the place. I know it's the stories of high spiritual energy, a sacred place, but I don't remember the details. Sorry, grandfather.
That shrine belongs to a powerful spirit that's been watching over our village for as long as anyone can remember. Unlike the fox spirits, we tend to avoid going too deep into the forest.
I think I can get rid of those pests once and for all if you just let me go in and find their home. It's probably hidden in some deep cave on the hill, or god damn it, or some rundown old house. Ugh. Humans and spirits rarely mingle, even if they meet with good intentions. I feel like I'm copying Marlon Brando from Godfather. I'm going to make him an offer that he can't refuse. I'm sure that's a horrible impersonation. The fact that this lad says he saw a spirit means that there's a chance he seems to be there for a reason. Not to mention, did you take a good look at him yet? He seems disoriented and his clothes look foreign. Fucking racist. He did seem to be talking gibberish earlier. He claimed to be from a city near here, but there is nothing around that for miles. He's also talking about something called a move, and he used some fighting techniques that I've never seen before. Meaning I did that, and it worked. He is still a pervert. Takes one to know one, lady. I'm not a pervert. It's perfectly natural for a guy my age to be curious about certain things. I know he's defending himself with, I'm in puberty, shut up. You're 17, get a hold of yourself. Besides, if you're talking about how the panties end up on my face, I had nothing to do with it, a Toussaint tyrant. I still don't know what that means. What did you call me? I'll just smash you to pieces, you brat. Oh wait, I think I get it now. Those two foxes did look like they were abandoning in them. But grandfather, what does this all mean? I can't be certain. However, I believe it is unlikely that he's working together with the fox spirits. You know, I was always curious. What do the fox spirits say? Ring ding 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 ding. I fucked it up. Still, I've never heard of any human who would come across a spirit such as I dare say he might not even be of this world. Wait, are you saying that I'm in a different world now? Because the fox spirits didn't give it away! Takahiro, you're a dumbass. That would be the most logical explanation. In what world would that be considered logical? Man, you're kind of smart, Takahiro. But? I have this important tournament to participate in 2 weeks from now. And not, you know, my entire family, and I know my friends. And that one classmate who's totally Jamie Lannister bangs his sister. And all that stuff. But that tournament! Well, no one has ever experienced something like this before. We'll have to think of how to deal with you, or if it is even possible to get you back in your own world. In the meantime, an eye in the cell won't hurt. He did assault a village guard, and he resisted arrest. He can stay here until he rots for all I care, but I suspect the Elder will wish to have a talk with you soon. Hikaj, I'm going to go clean myself off. I suggest you do the same. Oh my god. I would take offense to implying that I stink, but that was one hell of a run. Those fox spirits run fast. I would still like to know more about those techniques, Takahiro-san. If you would happen to stick around, I would like to go a few rounds with you. It's not like I'll be going anywhere for the time being. It's only a few hours while we discuss what to do with you. Excuse me, man, more water. Man, this... How did Marlon Brando do it? It's like, that's killing my throat. A person such as yourself would end up causing quite the commotion amongst the villagers. So it is unnecessary to convince them that you mean them no harm before we release you. Next. And that's how I found myself stuck in a jail cell while people responsible for my situation left to deal with personal errands. This sucks. As if being sent to a different world wasn't bad enough, I'm stuck in a jail with my own company being... Familiar older voice. A pair of beautiful, magnificent, majestic fox sisters, you lucky boy. Every 17-year-old boy's dream. A pair of beautiful... Wait a second. Nah! Yahoo! Hi there, panty boy. Oh my god. A familiar face appeared at the top of my cell. A blonde girl with golden eyes. As I watched, she flipped over and landed in front of the cell, waving her hands at me. From the side of a cell, another girl appeared, a wry grin on her face. Ah, it's the panty thieves. Oh, sorry, that's Takahiro. Ah, it's the panty thieves. If you're here to reclaim your hostages, they're already back where they belong. Nope. Oh, we saw the guards go into their basket and swipe the main silk again. Look! With that, she pulled out a pair of lacy silken underwear from her sleeve and stretched it out over her thumbs, showing off her panty prize to me. You came all the way back here to snatch their underwear again, and I'm not sure that Cassandra Tyrant fits that label. Still don't know what that means. The cutie with the katana? You'd be surprised. I happen to believe that she's as innocent as one can be. She seems far too uptight to let any man touch her. As far as returning to the village, we have a debt to settle. I smiled weakly as I wondered what the fox meant by debt. I'm not sure what this debt of yours might be, but I think you better leave before those two return. You don't seem to be on friendly terms with the samurai girls. Wait, he doesn't know about it. We can just leave, Onami-sama. Maiko, that's not how we do things. Whoa, my mouse just had a seizure. Young man, your actions allow us to escape our earlier predicament without harm. This places us in your debt, for which we are now repaying you. Maiko, do the magic. Okay! The younger girl walked forward and placed her hands upon the locked door of her cell. She began to mumble something I couldn't even begin to understand as her hands began to glow brightly. A different world, girls wielding weapons, and now fox girls using magic. Next on the list, I'm going to find a talkative magical sword and end up destined to save the world. Like, I guess that would be like Zelda Skyward Sword. None of the other Zelda games have a talking sword, but you had, oh, what was her name? The AI in the sword, I can't think of her name right now. That said, I was curious to see what this magic would do to the lock, keep me imprisoned. Ha! The glow flared for a moment, and before quickly fading, there was a hiss, then a sizzle, and the lock dripped to the floor in a mess of melted metal. Well done, Mikey-chan. You did well. Relax for now, alright? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be most surprised about. The fact that a girl just melted a steel lock, or that I'm trying to accept that this is normal. Because you're losing your mind. You're going crazy. This level of magic is extraordinary. Maiko-chan is quite gifted. But as I said, we're here to settle our debt. If you would like, we can escort you back to the forest where we first encountered you. I do, however, suggest that you decide quickly. The guards do not bathe for long. I should know. I have observed them for a while. You know, just on my nightly rounds. Well, I don't plan on sticking around, so I'll gladly accompany the two of you out of here. Maybe I'll be able to find my way back home. God damn it, mouse. Stop fucking me over. Okay. Lead the way, Peking Tammy. Quick save? No. Quick save. Maichiko. Sakura no Maiko. Not Tammy. Takahiro, but I suggest we keep the introductions for later. You just had the introductions! Right with then Takakun. Follow. As I was stepping out of the cell, the sound of a familiar voice boomed in the distance. Thieves! Crafty fox kleptomaniacs! I'll skin you alive! I think that's our cue to get out of here. And with that, the three of us started out of the prison. I like how the music switches from like one soundtrack to a different soundtrack. It's just the two just goes back and forth. You know what? I think that's where I'm going to stop for the day. That was a good no. No, stop it. Okay. So yeah, that was Sakura Spirit Part 2. It wasn't quite as shocking as it was first time. First time I had the scissor attack, which made me lose my shit. But still entertaining. And I'm interested to see what happens, because I still have to play the big hero and work on some stuff. I'm suspecting that this will be about a 6-parter, because I read somewhere that's about 2 hours, 2.5 hours if you hold down the control button, which makes it go automatically. And I'm not doing it, I'm taking my time, and obviously, and I'm making fun of it as I go. So, we will see. We'll see how long it is, but I am still planning on doing a full playthrough of this. And if you guys like how this style of gaming from me, like the Japanese romantic simulator, visual novel, porno, but not quite, I'd be more than happy to do more. There's one that I kind of have in mind that I saw another YouTuber, Minx, doing, but I didn't watch too much of it. So if you guys like it and want me to do more, or if I'm just having way too much fun and I want to do more, I might do that one, because that one, whew, it looks good. Good. So anyway, that was fun. I'll be back next week for another, or maybe not next week. I'll be back eventually. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do this one weekly as I've been doing all my other ones, but I'll keep churning them out as I do them. It might be a while, but oh well, it'll be fun. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. And I wish you, I've been Chross. I wish you nothing but peace and serenity, and I'll catch you on the flip side.